Hello, this is Mr. Evilcheese, and this is my review of the Spider-Man Infinite Series Marvel Legends Spider-Man 2099. And this is from the Hobgoblin Build figure wave. So there you can see him in the package. He looks like he comes with a flaming sword and an arm for Hobgoblin. And there's a picture of him on the back and a little description. And there's the other people you can get right there. And there's the Green Goblin, or Hobgoblin, Build-A-Figure. Alright, well, let's open this guy. Okay, so there he is, all opened up. And look at him. He is really cool. Ever since that comic came out way back in the 90s, I was like, that is an awesome design. I wish this guy was like in the main Marvel Universe. And I haven't really been keeping up with the comics as much lately, but I still see news things, and I think he kind of is in the main Marvel Universe now, or something. Or he was just in there briefly, because they had a bunch of Spider-Man characters all together somehow, magically. But whatever. But still, I always loved his costume. It was just awesome. I love the skull spider thing going on there. As you probably know, I like the idea of a skull spider thing, based on my symbol. For my videos and for my Mr. Evilcheese channel, it's basically a skull spider thing, which this is kind of what this looks like. I also really like the way they painted the blue on. It's like iridescent almost. It's weird. Like, I thought they painted it wrong. Like, what's this shiny spot for on his head? And then I move it around. I'm like, hey, the shiny spot's moving. It's like iridescent. It's just weird paint. And I think it looks really cool. I like it. The red's not iridescent, but it shouldn't be. I just like the way it contrasts. The red's like permanently just red, and then the blue's like changing. It's just, I don't know, it's a cool effect. I like it. And I like his hands, the way they got them positioned. It just makes him look spidery. You can get him into some spidery pose, like he's creeping along or something. I just love that. And I like how they made the, like, they just didn't paint on the designs on his costume. They're actually sculpted up, or at least on his head they are. Are they on his chest, or are they... I think they're just painted on his chest. But at least on his face, it's actually sculpted up. And the articulation is pretty good, like most of the Marvel Infinite series. And like most of the Marvel Infinite series, I'm kind of annoyed by the hip area. So you got all this extra articulation, but then that's all you can do with the hips. They can only go out that far. Like, I can't make them do a split. I mean, even wrestling figures and stuff, all of them could do splits. Why can't Marvel Legends Spider-Man do a split? But still, they got the double jointed knees and they got the double jointed elbows, which is just awesome. I love the double jointed crap. I shouldn't call it crap. The double jointed awesomeness. I love double joints. I love the shoulder joints. I guess that would be a double joint. I don't even know what the hell you would call this collection of joints up here, but it's just freaking awesome. Because you can really make them get into some poses that most figures can't do. Like hugging yourself and that kind of thing. Grabbing your boobies. My biggest gripe with this is also a gripe that Zombie Cat had. I haven't seen him, is his cape. Now he has like a sort of spider webby cape. And if I remember correctly in the comic, it's not actual web that he made or anything. This is just part of the costume. It was a Halloween costume that he had that he just thought went well with the powers that he just gained. So this is just like a cloth cape that's made it look like spider web. But on the figure, it's just like a clear plastic thing. I don't like the way they made that. They should have like maybe did that with cloth, like actual material, like some figures will come with real cloth. He should have, because it's silly. I mean, you could pop it off if you don't like it, but still. And like in the comics, he usually has it on, so I'd like to have it, but I don't like the way it looks. It looks weird. They shouldn't have done it this way. I don't like that at all. But other than that thing, I think he's really cool. Oh, wait, one more gripe that I have. One of my favorite things about Spider-Man 2099 is his weird claws. He has like these hooked claws. And I thought they were really cool and really assumed they would be on the figure just because they're such a noticeable thing about this version of Spider-Man. But they're not there. I mean, I could possibly sculpt them on, but the sculpting I have will probably break off when it's that small, so I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. So I kind of wish they would have did that themselves, just put that on there. Because his claws are freaking cool. I really like them. They did put the like little spiky things on his suit, and I think that's just part of his suit. It's not actually something that's grown out of his body. But whether it is or not, it looks pretty cool. So here's a closer look at the Hobgoblin pieces he comes with. There's Hobgoblin's arm. Looks fairly cool. And there's his sword that you can sort of see through a little bit. Cool. And I guess I should stand him up for you since he's just basically been in a crouch pose most of the time. Okay, there he is, standing up. And I just really love that design. He's just a cool freaking character. What's his name? Miguel. I always forget how to say that. Miguel O'Hara. I always forget how to pronounce that name. Miguel. But yeah, 2099 characters are a pretty cool concept back in what, the 90s. I like that idea of all these versions from the year 2099. Some of them were cool, some of them weren't so cool, but the Spider-Man 2099 was my favorite out of all of them. I haven't read the new comics or anything that he's in. I should have done that, but superhero comics just bug me lately. It's got too much of the continuity is all screwed up, and DC and Marvel, they're like switching it up, like everything's starting over, and it just drives me nuts. Well, I guess I'll do some comparisons. So here he is next to the Amazing Spider-Man 2 Marvel Legends Infinite Series figure. This is one of my favorite Spider-Mans, although I think the new Spider-Man Marvel Infinite Series might be my new favorite. For the Marvel Legends, at least. Because I really like that Marvel Select Spider-Man. But yeah, they look pretty cool together. Both look like Spider-Man. Hey, we're both like Spider-Man. And here's Agent Venom, which I reviewed him. I just never edited the video because I kind of like waited too long, and now it's kind of like there's no point in rushing this one anymore because it's been too long. Still want to put it out eventually. It's just I waited too long. But this is a Venom that Fu sent me, who I thought was really awesome. If I ever post a review, you'll see that. But yeah, there they are together. That reminds me, how come they haven't made a Marvel Legends Infinite Series Venom Classic? They should do that, damn it. Well, here's a Carnage Classic, and that looks pretty cool next to him. Didn't they fight or something? Or am I imagining that? Or maybe I'm thinking of Ben Reilly. I think Carnage fought Ben Reilly. That's probably what I'm thinking of. But they look cool together. They should fight. And here's Black Cat. This is one of my favorite Spider-Man Infinite Series figures, this Black Cat. It just looks so spot on. I love it. I don't know why I keep doing this. They're like, what? Huh? What? Huh? I'm really hyper tonight for some reason. But yeah, I really like this figure. I really like his articulation, except for the hips. Pisses me off. I really like the paint job. I love the paint job, actually. It's probably my favorite part. I love the blue, the way it's iridescent, and I love the way they painted on the red and the design, and the sculpted up design on his face. I love that. And I really like the sculpt. The sculpt's really cool. Except that I wish they would have included the claws on his hands. That would have made it so much better, I think. Yeah, I guess I should give you a little more close-up look at this. So maybe you can sort of see the iridescent. I don't know. Yeah, it looks like it's showing up on camera a little bit. You can see the way the light spots on his head move around. It's just weird. Yeah, this is just a really cool figure. I just wish he had a cloth cape. I forgot to mention that again. It's another gripe to have, is he should have a cloth cape, not that weird plasticky thing. And you can get him in lots of cool poses, like he's pouncing down on somebody or something. That just looks awesome. This is probably another one of my favorite Infinite Series figures that they've made so far. Well, this is Mr. Evilcheese, and despite a few gripes that I have with that figure, I really like this one. I really recommend it. It's a really awesome Spider-Man figure. Well, this is Mr. Evilcheese. Thanks for watching, and goodbye. What year is it? What year? Hey, who are you? I'm Spider-Man. 2099. Oh, I'm Spider-Man. Present day? Present day. But I just came from present day. Pretty sure whatever year you're in is present day. So I'm still in present day? I went to the wrong time? Which is the time that I was already at? I don't know, man. Time movies just confuse me so much. I'm always watching them like Terminator and Back to the Future. I'm like, I don't understand. I just don't understand. I failed. I needed to come back in time to 2015 to warn Spider-Man. To warn them that he will get into a fight with Dr. Octopus and get so afraid that he shits his pants. And it scars the Spider-Man name all the way up until the year that I am from, 2099. They just call me Shitty Pants Man 2099. I'm like, no, I'm Spider-Man 2099. And they're like, no, you're Shitty Pants Man 2099. Whoa, Shitty Pants 2009? Hi. This is stupid. Go away. This is the dumb end thing.
Oh, damn it, man. You see them other pictures there? Why don't you click on one of them to see the video? Or you could subscribe, Nate. Oh,